Hello, welcome back. So today's class will be chair yoga. We're going to be doing it obviously in a chair. You're not going to need any equipment. Before we get started, a couple of things. One thing I'd like to talk about is my gratitude for everyone supporting me, including my friends. They've been a big part in helping me feel normal through this all. So I'd like to give a shout out to one of my friends who's also an artist. Her name is Vita, and actually I'm wearing her jewelry right now. She made these earrings. And little hands on them, triangle symbol. So they're really nice, and they don't make my ears itch like all the other earrings do. And I'm also wearing her bracelets. These are turquoise. Turquoise is said to protect and promote healing energy and to protect you from any negative energy. So tribes used to wear them to protect themselves from demons and bad spirits. So turquoise, that's what it does. Anyway, her website is vitalifestyle.com. And if you find something you like there, just let me know and I can give you a 50% off code. vitalifestyledesign.com. So she's a jewelry designer and also a clothing designer and does custom made stuff. It's really awesome. Anyway, let's get started with today's class. Decided to be a little bit closer today so you can see me a little bit better. And before we get started, I'd like to set an intention for myself and for anyone else out there joining. It's a simple intention, but it's an important one to help us move forward. And it's called letting go. Just a couple helpful reminders about our thoughts in terms of moving forward or having negative thoughts. Thoughts are caused by suppressed and repressed feelings. And when a feeling is let go, thousands of thoughts that were activated by that feeling disappear. So that's one awesome thing about surrendering a feeling. Allow it to be there, look at it and observe it. So we're going to allow ourselves to just step back, not react, and just observe what's happening. And, making a decision to become free is a lot healthier for you than to become trapped by those heavy thoughts that can weigh us down and are caused by our own minds. So just remembering that when you catch yourself in a negative thought cycle, to just observe it, move through it, notice it, and then try and choose freedom over those thoughts, and letting that baggage go of heaviness will really lighten you up and will help heal chronic illnesses. I mean, it sounds crazy, but there have been significant amount of studies saying that illness is directly linked towards our thoughts. So if we think better, healthier, more thought and health promoting, proactive thoughts for ourselves, then who knows what we can eradicate when we leave the negative behind, drop it off, and lighten our load. All right, so if anyone's interested, this book is called Letting Go. It's awesome. By David R. Hawkins. And I'm going to keep reading from this book from time to time. It helps me keep my mental state healthy, and hopefully for you as well. All right. We worked on our minds. We're going to focus on letting go of the negative, and now it's time to work on our bodies. So make yourself comfortable in your seat. Just ground your feet down. Bring your hands to your lap. Close down your eyes. Take 3 slow and deep breaths. Good. We're going to include our arms now. With your inhale, reach your arms above your head. Exhale, bring it down to your sides again. So like a bird flapping its wings. Reach up, inhale. And back down, exhale. Trying to keep your shoulders back. As you do this, inhale up. Exhale, back down. Good. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Inhale, reach, spread your fingers. Exhale, back down. Now try and have your palms facing out away from you when you're reaching up. Palms face away from each other and then face down towards the ground. Good. Let's do 3 more. Use your breath. Last one. Good. Arms to shoulder height, stay up. We're going to cross in front. Open up, inhale. Cross again, switching sides. Good. Reverse. Which hand is on top each time? Inhale, open. Exhale, cross. Open and cross. As you open up, squeeze between the shoulders, but keep your shoulders down away from your ears, making your mid-back work more than your upper back. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Good. Now get ready for the change. Arms are straight out. We're going to make 10 circles forward. Flip your palms up, 10 circles backwards. Good. With your next inhale, reach up. Bring your palms together. Namaste hands together to your chest. Good. Stay here. Take 3 deep breaths in and out. Good. All right, we're gonna go for our second round with those 3 moves. Start by bringing your arms to shoulder height. Arms come down to your sides, and then reach up as if, again, like your bird flapping its wings. Down, and inhale up. Exhale down, inhale up. Super simple move. The important thing here is to keep your shoulders back, to keep breathing with the movement, and to engage your abdominals, especially when you're exhaling. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good. Do 3 more to finish. Last one. Good. Arms to shoulder height. Inhale and cross in front of the body. Keep your arms straight. Inhale, open. Exhale, cross. Inhale, open. Exhale, cross. Good. You want to try and keep them shoulder height or slightly below. Exhale, cross. Inhale, open. Good. Exhale, cross. Good. Keep breathing to the pattern. Three more. 2. And 1. Good. Arms to shoulder height. Stick with me. 10 circles forward. Go. 10 circles backwards, palm facing up, go. Good. With your next inhale, reach out. Palms together, namaste, hands down. Good job. Feel that great, wonderful burn. Take 3 deep breaths, slow and easy. Good. All right. From here, we're going to bring our hands to our knees. We're going to give our arms a break, start moving our core, our midsection, a little bit of our back. So let's get a little bit closer to the edge of your seat. Make sure your knees are hip width apart. Your hands are at your knees. Good. And now we're going to circle a few times in each direction. So let's pay attention to our core muscles here. Try and identify where you feel the muscles working, contracting, and relaxing. Then reverse direction. So you're going to feel it not only in your belly on the front, but also on the sides and your obliques. Also, maybe your low back to mid back are working to bring you back. So think of your core like a corset. From the front all the way to the back is important to strengthen those muscles. Good. So come back to center. All right, we're gonna do the same move, but with our arms at shoulder height. Now we have less stability. Go ahead and circle. Try and keep your arms shoulder height. Maybe step a little bit wider. Are you breathing? Good. And now you're going to feel more of your core muscles working than before. Good. Go ahead and reverse. One more. Good. Bring your arms down. Take 3 deep breaths in and out. All right, wonderful. From here, what we're going to do now, keeping your legs wide, we're going to imagine like we're reaching diagonally across, so your right hand is going to reach towards the left side of the room, as if you're grabbing an object of some sort and bringing it back with you. Okay. So again, reach, spread your fingers, and pull back. Reach, and pull. Add the breath. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull. 5 more. A little bit faster. Last one. Good. Now switch sides. Right hand down, left arm reaches towards the right corner. Spread your fingers here. Make a fist now, and then pull back. Remember to keep the shoulder away from the ear and use your mid back and your arms to pull. Inhale. Exhale. 10 total. Ready, go. Good. Back to center. Let's do 5 on the right side. Right hand to the left corner. Five. Good. Switch other side. 5. Good. And now we're going to alternate between right and left, 1 on each side. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull back. Switch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull back. Good. So you can speed it up once you get your pattern going. 20 total. Good, now we're at 10, and now we're gonna do the last 10 together. So reaching forward, leaning forward, make a fist, and then pull back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Last 3, 2, and 1. Good, go ahead and take 3 deep breaths in and out. Good job. All right, so from here, we're going to do some movements with our legs. I'm gonna scoot back a little bit, so you can really just see my feet and legs. All right, so from here, what we're gonna do is keep our hands at our knees, and we're gonna lift one leg up at a time, back and forth. Good, 10 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, now we're gonna take your right leg, step it out, and then bring it back in. Left leg out, and back in. Good, keep alternating. Good, one more on each side. And now we're gonna do both legs at the same time. We're gonna bring them out and then back in. And this one can be a little more tricky, so you wanna make sure that you're at the edge of your seat and you're leaning back, and you're also using the momentum of your core and the rest of your body to help move your legs. Your eyes also play a big part in this. So go ahead and just look ahead and then down towards the bottom corner of the room. Keep your head in a neutral position. Last 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, I'm gonna turn my chair to the side so you can see me a little bit easier here. And now we're gonna lift heels one at a time, right and left. Good. So you can be relaxed, sitting back in your chair. We're just pedaling right and left. Good, and now we're gonna go ahead and switch. And instead of your heels, we're lifting our toes back and forth, right and left. Go ahead and do that. All right, and now we're gonna rock our feet like a boat, heels and toes. Heels and toes back and forth. You can do them at the same time, or if you want a little more challenge, you can alternate as one heel goes up, the other toes go up as well, and then you're gonna switch back and forth. This one's a little more tricky when you're alternating versus doing the same. We'll do about 30 more seconds of this. And as you're doing this, just bring awareness again to those parts of the body that you want to be working on. So right now, awareness is to the front of the shins and your calves. Feel free to even close your eyes. I mean, nothing left to see. You just feel. Notice how those muscles may start to fatigue right now. Maybe going a little slower. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my gosh, that was definitely more than 30 seconds. I think we did a minute or more. But excellent work. So we're working on making these muscles not only type 1 but type 2 fast twitch fibers. Basically, in layman's terms, that means we have strength and power in our legs, but we also need to work on endurance. And doing, heel lifts and toe lifts for a minute, for some people, can be enough to challenge their endurance. So no need to actually be running. I know that's a high endurance sport, but running isn't always the answer. So you could be, chilling at home if you need to be, and just lifting and lowering your heels and your toes. And we're working on making those muscles a little bit higher in endurance and ability to take more on, which will help us in the long run and help facilitate our circulation in our legs. All right, let's move on. I think we all need to stretch a little bit with our calves. I know I do. So what you're going to do is get a little closer to the edge of your seat. Extend your right leg forward so your heel is down and your toes are up. Your other hand is at the knee, or you can then also bring your forearm to your knee as you move forward. And with that right hand, you're going to slide down towards your toes, but then you're going to slide back up with your inhales. With your exhales, you're going to reach forward. With your inhales, you're going to come back. Good. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, come back. Now we'll do this a few more times, and I want you to notice how each time, perhaps, if you're doing it well and you're doing it right, you're going to stretch a little bit further. Inhale up, exhale down. Good. Let's do one more up, and then one more down, and I want you to stay here. Now see how far you can reach. Definitely not the same place that you could reach with the first time that you tried reaching. So, to deepen your stretch, if you're able to reach for your toes, go ahead and pull your toes back towards your face, or at least focus them up towards the ceiling. That'll help deepen the stretch on the back side of the leg. Take 3 more breaths. And then slowly come back up, bringing your right foot in with you. Good job. Next thing we'll do is extend our left leg. Again, you're at the edge of your seat. We're starting with a tall spine. Right hand at your right thigh or right forearm once you start moving down. Left hand is at your left thigh, and remember, your heel is in contact with the ground, and your toes of your left foot are pointing up towards the ceiling. That's important because if you just let your toes relax, you're not going to get as much of a stretch as you could be in the back of your left leg. So point your toes up, activate the backside muscles, the posterior muscles of your left leg. And we're going to start now. Take a breath in. Exhale, slide down. Inhale, come back. Exhale, go forward. Inhale, back. Exhale, forward. Good. Now you don't have to do the same pace as me. You can go a little bit slower. Make sure you have full breaths in and full breaths out. more time, come up. And now we're gonna reach as far as you can. Feel that awesome stretch in the back of the left leg. Take 3 deep breaths here. Good. Slowly come back to center. Great. Let's take a breath to rinse and release and move forward. Good. All right, and the next thing we're going to do is make your way to standing behind your chair. So go ahead and rock forward, bring your nose over your toes, and when you're ready, you're going to stand up tall. Good, and meet me behind your chair. Good. All right, once you're there, we're going to use the chair for a little bit of support, but you don't have to. If you want to challenge yourself, you can always bring it to the side. So, starting with your feet, same width as the chair, we're going to do some squats. Send your hips back behind you. Make sure your knees don't pass your toes, and your chest stays pointed forward. We're going to stand back up. Hips go back and forward. Good, now use the breath. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, go forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Good, now keep up this breathing pattern as you move. If you want, you can bring your arms behind you when you squat down, and then reach above when you stand up. Exhale back, inhale up. Good, so we're going to do 10 more. Halfway there. Keep going. Nine and 10. Good. Now we're going to stay here in your low squat. You can now hold on to the chair, or you can bring your hands to your knees, and we're going to be doing short squats down and up. So you're going to keep that bend in the knees, but you're going to slightly straighten and rebend. Good. Now I want you to look down and make sure that your toes are slightly pointing out and that your heels are slightly turned in. This will help open up our hips a little bit. We're also targeting different muscles by doing it this way. Good. Now we're going to add on to that. So you're going to keep your heel toe positioning, and you're going to lift your heels up, drop them down, and then squat and stand. Up, down, squat, stand. Good. Again, for more challenge, let go of your chair. Make sure your knees track over your toes. Five more. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. Wonderful. All right. Doing something new. So next thing we're going to do is bring our right leg out to the side and then step it back for lunge. Out to the side and back together. So it's a 2-part here. So from the front, out to the side, step it back to lunge, out to the side, step together. If you need to, you can break it down. Out to the side, together, step back, together. All right, side and lunge. Good, side and lunge. Once you get really good at this and your body knows what to expect stability-wise, you can combine the moves without going back to center. Until then, always come back to center to maintain stability. Okay, let's do 3 more of each. 2. Last one. All right, and now we're gonna go ahead and switch sides. So again, start off with your chair, and the easiest thing to do is to kick out, step together, lunge back, step together. All right, once you get good, you can then skip the center and then go from the side directly to your lunge. Good. Maybe you also want to practice putting less support on the chair. Perhaps just a couple of fingers instead of all 10. All right, just a few more. Last one. Woo, great. Keep your feet together, shake it out. Let's put our hands at our hips and do a couple of hip circles. Reverse. Good. We'll grab a little bit of water. All right, and let's meet in your chair again. So that was a nice exercise for the hips. And just remembering that you can always break it down into smaller moves. Makes it a lot easier to accomplish. So let's stretch out our hips since we just worked them. We're gonna go ahead and grab in front of your shin or behind your knee, either way. And you're gonna bring your knee up towards your chest. You don't have to come up super high, but just give it a nice hug. And then we're gonna circle the ankle a few times in each direction. Okay. From here, you're gonna then cross your ankle to your opposite knee, figure 4 stretch. You may feel a nice tight pull here, especially if you just worked out doing those side kicks. And then you're gonna bring gentle resistance to the top and the inside of the knee. So not too much, just gentle resistance. And you're gonna really feel a deeper pull in your hip region, especially in the glutes on the outer side. Okay? And then use your breaths to help release the tension in your muscles. Imagine that with each exhale, your muscle lengthens just a centimeter or 2. The more you focus on letting go, the more your muscles will be able to open up. Good. Keep breathing to release tension. Good. And now we're gonna switch. So right leg down, left leg up. Oops, my bad. Grab behind or in front of your knee first. Bring your leg to your chest, and then we're gonna circle the ankle a few times. And then when you're ready, cross above the ankle to opposite knee. Good. And remember, when you're placing your foot up on your thigh, you don't want to be turning your foot in like this. You want it to be a neutral position for your foot, so much so that it can dangle and move freely. All right. And then we're gonna find that position that you feel that nice stretch, slightly uncomfortable, but not too much. Knowing you're doing your muscles and your body good by stretching the connective tissue around it. And taking 5 or so deep breaths here. Good. Releasing that leg. Now we're going to bring our knees wide, our feet wide as well. We're just going to do one time the inner thigh stretch, bringing your right shoulder towards your left knee. So stay here with your inhale. And cross over towards the left knee, pressing your inner thigh out away from you. We're going to stay here for 3 deep breaths. Good. Come back to center with your next inhale. And now we're going to switch sides. Left shoulder towards your right knee. Breathe in. Exhale, cross. And as you're crossing, you're pressing the inside of your leg away from you to deepen the inner thigh stretch on the left side. Come back to center, breathe in. Now we're going to forward fold, bending both elbows, leaning forward. Staying here for 3 breaths, letting the head hang heavy. Good, slowly pressing up, taking a breath in and a breath out to recenter. Good. All right, so before we wrap up class today, we're gonna do one more round of the arm exercises that we started with today. After that, we're gonna stretch out our upper body, and after that, I'm gonna say goodbye and namaste. So, if you're ready, last time, bring your arms to shoulder height. Good, we're gonna flap our wings up and down 10 times. Inhale up, exhale down. Squeeze those shoulders. Exhale, squeeze the core. One more time. Good, bring your arms to shoulder height. Inhale, cross in front, exhale. Open up and cross. 10 of these. Try and keep your arms shoulder height. Good, one more. Good, open your arms up, 10 circles forward. 10 circles backward. Woo. reach up, inhale. Palms together, exhale, namaste your hands. 3 deep breaths in and out. Good. Reach your arms up with your next inhale. Lower your arms down, exhale. Whew. Wow. I don't know about you guys, but that really got my shoulders that last round. So let's go ahead and stretch out. You're going to bring your right forearm to your right thigh. With your left arm, you're going to reach up and over to make an arch over your head. And turning your chest and your heart so at least it's pointed forward towards the screen or up towards the ceiling. That's your goal here. You don't want to be pointed with your chest down. So keep rotating, looking up towards the sky, feeling the left side of your ribs open up slowly. With your next exhale, return back to center. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Forearm to your thigh, right arm, inhale, reach up. Exhale, stay here. Again, turn and look up towards the ceiling. 3 deep breaths. One more breath in. Exhale your way back to center. Awesome work. Now we're going to heel to our feet a little closer in so they're at least hip width apart. Let's do a spinal twist. So we're going to bring our left hand to our right thigh and then your right hand to the chair behind you. Make sure you're at the edge of your seat. With your next inhale, lengthen your spine. With your next exhale, twist over the right shoulder. We're going to stay here for 3 breaths. Continue to look behind you and keep your spine straight. With your next exhale, return back to center. Great job. All right, we're going to switch sides. Right hand to your left thigh, left hand to the chair. Inhale, lengthen up first. Exhale, twist looking over the left shoulder. Stay here for 3 breaths. With your next exhale, return back to center. Good. We're going to drop our arms, reach up with your next inhale. Palms together for namaste hands. Good. Now we're going to finish class with a breathing exercise. In order to do this, you're going to need to keep your palms together for namaste hands. And what we're going to do is take a breath in, and for each breath you breathe in, you're going to separate your fingers. So we're starting with the pinkies. With your next inhale, separate your pinkies. As you exhale, bring them back together. We're going to go through one by one, all the way to the thumb, and then back to the pinkies to finish, okay? So let's start at the pinkies. Breathe in. Exhale. Ring fingers. Exhale. Good, so slow it down. Take full and deep breaths. Even close your eyes. Can you hold for a little bit longer? Make your way back to your pinkies one by one. No rush. Once you're done, take 3 deep breaths in and out. Notice how you feel now compared to the start of class. Let's take a breath in and hold it. Hold your breath here. And let's equate you holding your breath as holding on to unnecessary and unserving thoughts. As silly as it is to hold our breath constantly, we need to let go of our breath as much as we need to let go of those thoughts. So go ahead and exhale it out. Let's appreciate our exhalations and use them as a reminder to let go and to keep the cycle moving. Let go of those unnecessary thoughts just as much as we need to let go and exhale our breath. Let's bow forward, seal your practice, and may the sun shine upon you, all the love surround you, and the light within you guide your way. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Make the most and the best of it. Namaste. And if any of you out there are enjoying my jewelry, these lovely earrings, and my turquoise bracelets, they were both made by my best friend / jewelry designer, Vida. And I can give you a 15% coupon if you want to check out her jewelry on VidaLifestyleDesign.com. You'll find all of her handmade jewelry designs there. And again, if you like anything, let me know and I'll give you a 50% off coupon that you type in when you're ready to order. All right, well, thanks so much for joining. Peace be with you, and keep the positive internal and the negative external. Namaste.